Well, he always dresses best, but it never goes right. He's fooled by hair and shot by eye. He doesn't seem to understand open biceps. He sounds super happy fun time. That's my theme music. Do you like it? It's pretty good, isn't it? Hello, my name's Sam. Hello, people at the back. Hello. Yeah. I'm doing. It's my New Year's ambition to do a set here every week and record it. And I try and do something. I'm recording it so I can edit it to make it sound like I've done well, even when I've died on my ass. So I try and do a New Year's ambition every year. Last year I tried to go the whole year without googling porn. I did. I was successful. Did really well. If I hadn't discovered Bing, I don't know what I would have done. Oh, you people. Yeah, that's the type of thing that I'm going to be doing. Everyone have a nice Christmas. I didn't get what I wanted for Christmas. It's the same thing I've wanted every year. And I'm going to tell you about it through this song. Somebody loses an eye, you put a glass of high in. Not to help them look better, but to help them look not to help them look better, but to help them look. Oh, you know what I mean. When somebody loses an arm or a leg, you get a prosthetic limb. It helps them feel better and it helps them get around just a little more. With the Paralympics being such a triumph of the human endeavour, if the athletes were just rolling about all over the floor. What I'm trying to say is I want her to pay. It'll make my head so pretty and protect me from rain. I'll go out and get one, but there's prejudice. Cause no one takes my disability seriously, they just take the piss. I've seen it myself with my own 4 eyes, people just mocking the inflicted the ball. I was in St Stephen's shopping centre, you know by Next, where that donut place is, you know the new donut, what's the new donut place called? What? Crusty Creams. It's like a semen stain or something. That can't be right. There's a guy came out, he was like a guy in a suit, he had what looked like a dead squirrel on his head, but that's between him and the dead squirrel as far as I'm concerned. 2 scallies, two people in tracksuits who I don't believe were doing any exercise that day. They pulled the wig off his head, and they grabbed it and threw it between each other and go, oh mate, oi, we've got your hair over hilarity. You wouldn't push someone out a wheelchair and go, oh, you're trying a kid, don't pretend you have mobility. Trying to say it's comparable, you wouldn't go up to a car crash victim. No, we can all tell that's not your real chin. We can see the join and everything, you're not fooling anyone, you know. You wouldn't unplug Stephen Hawking and go right then, Mr. Smarty Pants. Now try explaining that to us again. What I'm trying to say is I want her to pay. It'll make my head so pretty and protect me from rain. I'll go out and get one, but there's prejudice. Cause no one takes my disability seriously. They just take the boob jobs, Botox and tummy tucks and gender swabs. These days no one cares how you live. Boob jobs, Botox and tummy tucks and gender swabs. Well, who really gives a shit? But you put a bald fella in a wig. Oh, then it's a different story, isn't it? All of that goes out the window. It's baldy, baldy, baldy. Who are you trying to kill? I mentioned Stephen Hawking. Have you seen the bloody Go Compare adverts with Stephen Hawking in it? I've been watching TV because I've been ill, I don't normally watch TV. I bloody hate that. I hate the fact that they've made it so that you can't even complain about how crap the advert is because that's kind of part of the marketing strategy. It's for insurance, like the most adult thing in the world, and they're selling it to us like we're children, like it's a fat bloke in a suit, you can do that, you can do the little nodding dog thing or the bloody meerkat thing. We are better than this, we are adults. How long is it before you go turn on the TV, you go get something like this? Hello? Do you want some car insurance? Go on, you know you want some car insurance. Go on. Who wants to buy some car insurance? Go on, buy some car insurance. What I'm saying is we're better than this, people. Here's a song about being better than this. In 1775, all the Americans alive were sick of English taxation. So they kicked some tea in a harbour and departed from our great nation. But we paid 20 times as much tax as they did then, it's true, if you make adjustments for inflation. And it seems to me from recent policies, we've still got fuck all representation. When Marie Antoinette suggested eating cake as a cheap alternative to bread, the French said we are better than this and chopped off her goddamn head. And there's that thing in 1917 when Russia took control of itself, because famously 10% of the population own 90% of the wealth. The workers screamed, we are better than, we are better than, we are better than this. The workers screamed, we are better than, we are better than, we are better than this. Because 10% owning 90%, surely that's taking the piss. How the comrades would point and laugh at us, they saw what we got up with. 1848, our German mates, they started burning their books. They made us, they fought to the death for freedom of the press, to stop it being run by crooks. They stood against leaders controlling the media, how the ghosts would give us dirty looks. When they see us putting up with David Cameron, horse riding with the Buckout Brooks. We are better than, we are better than, we are better than this. We are better than, we are better than, we are better than this. The Queen made taxpayers pay for her big day. That Thames flotilla thing, it was boring and stupid. When Charles I tried to pull that shit in 1642, you know what happened? He was publicly executed, it's true. We are better than, we are better than, we are better than this. I'm saying that we are better than, we are better than, we are better than this. You may have noticed that this song isn't written very well, and that's intentional, because if it were written well, it might incite a riot, and I'd be sent to jail. No, Julius Caesar created laws to try and silence the voice of his opponents as well. They fucking stabbed him to death, I'm just saying, I'm not making a point about it. What point am I trying to make exactly here? What I'm saying is that society's done nothing for me. I've had a bad time in society in general. Basically, I saw the Hunger Games, right? I just want to live up a tree and just eat wild mammals and stuff. Have you seen that shit? Has anyone seen the Hunger Games? They eat very well, don't they? That girl's really good with the bow and arrow, so I've been practicing. It seems that all you need to do is, I've got an elastic band, right? And a pen. You just go. Hang on. Try again. That's alright. I see, surprisingly easy, I killed the squirrel. That was really surprisingly. Actually, I think I've just discovered something. Yes. What a glorious day. I've got a toupee. Maybe now some ladies would want to have sex with me, because I'm so sexy now. I might feel a girl, so I no longer feel compelled to write songs to try and bring down society. It's funny how quickly this has happened to me. I've had a complete change of heart. Now I want to embrace society, I really do. I want to enter it and be a part of it. It's ugliness, I think. It makes you want to try and get power and change things. I think it might have happened, like John Prescott, for example. You know, he had a powerful seat in the House of Lords. He went for a powerful seat in the for the police commission. He didn't get it. But why does he need two powerful seats? Is it because his ass is so fat that he needs him to sit down? Get away with you. Hang on, my wig! Yes. This is a really bad idea. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Basically, I want to expand on that point. we'd still have two standing World Trade Centers if Bin Laden hadn't been such an ugly fella. Gerard Butler never gets pissed off with Western infidels. That's never happened, it's true. Americans will be still slave-owning dudes if Abraham Lincoln had got that war removed. Ugliness isn't just a force for evil, it's a force for good as well. Would Hitler be so upset and pissed if he had a decent hairstylist? I can't imagine Robert Pattinson has committed any genocides at all. Would Mother Teresa be such a saintly star if she had discovered the Wonder Bra? Would Bono be such a preaching prick if he didn't look like my left testicle? Earlier I mentioned bloody Julius Caesar. There's loads of surviving statues and paintings of that geezer, but mysteriously from the same era there are no paintings or statues or surviving carvings of Jesus Christ. It's true, you thought he knows lots of people would be able to do that, really. He's got archetypes, he knows how to do carpentry and stuff. Why isn't that? Why did no one feel compelled to draw a picture of Jesus the entire time? Maybe I've got a solution to that, and what I'm saying was he was very, very nice. So perhaps, I'm just saying perhaps, if Jesus Christ exists, he was the ugliest fella who's ever lived. If Jesus did exist, he was the ugliest fella who ever lived. He didn't cure lepers so much as stand next to them and make them look more handsome by comparison. If Jesus did exist, he was the ugliest fella who ever lived. Well, he did feed the 5,000 with a few loaves and a couple of fishes, alright, but only because his ugliness was so bad it put everyone off their appetite.